Evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'd like to say thank you to all the people who subscribed last week. It's been great. Here I was thinking I might get 1 or 2 views, but got quite a few views and I'm very happy about that. So I thought I'd have another crack. So this is the second video. Again, it'll be a preview type thing, review of last week, which to a lot of people and to me at the initial stages was very disappointing. I thought, oh, geez, here we go. There's a couple of bad games. But in the cold light of day, if you take into account a couple of days, we're still fourth in the Premier League. I believe we're ninth in the Champions League. So, and we're undefeated. And we've only had one loss all year. So, really, we can't really complain, can we? The type of football, yeah, it's a bit ho-hum, but we're not getting beat, which is a big thing. So, it's been a sort of up and down type of week. Just trying to think what it was there. What was I going to say? Terrible. The Bodo Glint game was I managed to see about 75% of it due to work commitments. Managed to watch the first half and whatnot, but again, it's a frustrating watch. But we showed resilience, and Mickey van der Ven scored with his head, which is a big bonus. I think take advantage of that in the future. That is going to be a big thing because that was a great header, great ball in from Pedro, I believe, and it was a fantastic goal. A lot of the other stuff was a bit, but again. Another thing I got to make a point, I guess, is a lot of these times, because we are changing squads and changing teams a lot, how often these players actually play together. It's, again, as I said in the previous video, I don't think he's got a top 11. It's a 15 or 16, but I guess the drama is that you've got to get these guys playing together to create a bit of cohesion. And that doesn't seem to be happening. But again, I suppose it's only, eight games in, and from Gaio, you listen to a few of the other channels and they say, he's still got to try and find his top 11. But when you look at the PSG game, and he played 3-5-2, I believe, and that was very solid. But when you're playing teams that you should be beating, you're not going to be playing that formation. And I think when it clicks, it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be a great watch. Just got to try and sort out the left wing. I think with Kudus on the right, we're all right. Again, if he gets double teamed, that's going to be an issue. That's why we need the progression on the left-hand side is for so we've got the option. Again, I mentioned last week about different formations. I'm not sure of Thomas Frank's history. I know he does have a lot of systems. I was thinking for the Leeds game whether he would try a 4-4-2, have your back line, Udogie Spence or Udogie or Spence, Romero, Van der Ven, and Porro. Whether he would I'll put the question out there to you guys. Do we need a Paulinho or Bentancur against Leeds? I'm not, as I say, I'm not 100% sure of the Leeds attacking structure, whether they're quick, or whatnot. But slightly more attacking and maybe have a 4-4-2. Could have Kudus, Gray, Zavi, and Tel or Odebear. And up front, maybe a combination of Tel or Odebear, whoever you were on the left, and Richarlison up front, or Johnson. Again, as I say, I'm not. I haven't watched a lot of Leeds games, so I don't know what their attacking structure is like. But again, I just wonder, with these teams that we're playing that are below us on the table and teams that we should be dominating, do we need to have Polina and Bentancur? Can we just maybe the odd game just have an attacking mindset and see. And if at half time it's not working, make the change. With a lot of the managers nowadays, it seems to be that they're not willing to take the risk of making changes at half time, which sometimes you just need to do, I think, to change the flow of the game and to increase the tempo or decrease the tempo or whatever situation you're in. So yeah, it'll be an interesting watch on Saturday night our time in Australia. It would be, he's got to play his stronger side, I think. The one that he thinks is his top 11, because they've got a couple of weeks off due to the international break. We need to, as I said in the previous video, create a bit of nervousness for the teams around us to say, oh, Jesus, look at that, Tottenham, wow, that was a great game, and whatnot. So, and also get the fans involved, get the fans all put, you hear the things about there, with all the different channels and all that sort of stuff about this, it's boring, it's all that sort of stuff. And as I did mention last week, Paul Hospital, let's just get behind the team, get behind the manager, and just go, yep, that's it. If it's a bit boring to the eye, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. What we got to do is just get points, win, next. Can't if we have a loss or a draw or that, just think about it for half an hour. Just say, oh, well, that's it. Bad luck. Okay, on we go. I think we're getting caught up in it's the aesthetics. Again, people just, I know that to dare is to do is the motto of Tottenham, and, we want exciting and front foot football. But I think just in football in general these days, I think it's dropped off in regards to that. When I was watching Manchester City and Arsenal the other 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. In the 70th minute, Pep's taken off Haaland and Doku and all that. He's playing 5-4-1. When has Man City ever done that? So I think in general the whole competition is starting to get a bit more pragmatic, I guess. Maybe they're all a bit scared of what happened to Ange. He just got flogged, but it's just an interesting thing of the way football is going, an interesting perspective of the way football is going. And as I said short during the week, watching that PSG Barcelona game, that was top quality football, but it was all quick. I think the speed is the thing too. A lot of the times we play at a slower pace, which is not good, but we need to increase the tempo. You have a look at Barcelona; they play a very high line, but having the high line, they've got the players ahead of it to snuff out anything, and then got the skill to create something. Although PSG did win that game, but it was a good watch, and it was open, which was unusual. But it was a very, very good watch. Last week I mentioned I found a photo that to say that I wasn't a Johnny Come Lately. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how good a picture it will be. But that was the photo I found. It was 40 odd years ago with my granny and granddad. And the shirt or the kit that they bought back for myself, and I think my brother, he got a Liverpool one, and I think my other brother got a Tottenham one as well. But I think he's gone to the other side now. He's gone to the dark side of North London. I think he supports them. So, but I just thought that was a thing I found last couple of weekends ago that I thought I'd share with you guys. Again, I'd like to say thank you to the people that subscribed, took the time to make that, and had a look at my videos and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be good. I'm heading off to the Pig and Whistle at West End on tomorrow night. Might go a little bit earlier so I can find a car parking spot this time. So that should be a great night. Love these early kickoffs in Australia. It's great. 9:30. So half an hour from the centre of Brisbane. So it's good time to to leave a bit earlier, go have a bit of dinner, and watch at a great venue at the Pig and Whistle at West End there. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Just waiting for that one game where everything clicks. I'm sure it's going to happen very soon. I think when we get Solanke back, I'm a bit dubious about Kulusevski and Madison probably won't be back. Let's be honest. I don't see him training and all that sort of stuff, but that was a nasty knee injury. But Kulusevski is going to take a while to get back up to speed. But where you look at that, when those players do come back, and you look at our squad that we've got, wow, it's going to be a deep squad. We're going to need it after this international break again, I'm guessing, with the fixtures and coming into November, December. It's going to be a lot of fixtures. 3 and 4 games every couple of weeks, and it's injuries and whatnot. We're just going to need that backup. And as I said, I'm impressed with our defensive resilience. In that, we're not getting split open as easy, and that's again Pauline, I guess. But I'm just thinking with the teams that we should dominate, is it worth giving him a rest and bringing him on to consolidate what we have, hold what we have, as they say, and gives him a chance. And when we play the Liverpools and the Arsenals and Man City, I guess, that we do have that solidity in the midfield. With the other games, let's go with an attacking mindset. Let's really push into these guys and play with a bit of speed. That's what we need. Yeah, so I thought, I was going to do a bit of a rant about how I think football's going, but yeah, you could go on, but then it just turns into a big diatribe and all that sort of stuff. So that might do it for tonight, guys. I really appreciate people that subscribe again, and if you like it, just give it a bit of a thumbs up and feel free to share it to as many people as you like. And I look forward to seeing some people up at Pig and Whistle at West End tomorrow night and cheering on a thumping Spurs win against Leeds. Let's get Archie Gray in there. He's not going to be intimidated. He played there for a couple of years, so bring him in. Throw him in there. I think, last couple of games he's had a couple of cameos and has done a great job. And he played so many games last year, and I think he could be the hidden gem that we're looking for to give us a bit of creativity, give us a bit of solidity there, and bang, let's do it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. In Australia, enjoy your long weekend, and come on, you Spurs, let's go.